Here's KATC meteorologist Bradley Benoit.
All right, y'all, get ready. Temperatures ramping up heading into the weekend with a few scattered downpours through the course of our afternoons. We'll get to that in a bit, plus the latest out in the tropics. But first, taking a look at our bigger picture, and we kind of been in this persistent weather pattern where the main upper high has been off to our west, and we watch these weaker upper level disturbances move in from the north. We saw another one today start out in Arkansas this morning and kind of make a beeline toward the Gulf Coast this afternoon. Now, with a pretty similar setup heading into Saturday, we'll likely see at least a few more scattered showers and storms develop through the course of the afternoon. And then we'll slowly start to see a change in the pattern heading into Sunday and the first parts of next week. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Starting out on the quiet side tomorrow morning, very muggy, lows only dropping back into the mid and upper 70s, and then through the course of the afternoon, notice a few more scattered showers and storms out there, and like we saw the last couple of days, any one storm that gets going very much capable of producing heavy downpours, frequent lightning, and gusty winds as well. So keep that in mind if you're going to be out and about through the course of tomorrow afternoon. And then most of that should begin to quiet down once we lose the heating of the day. Quiet start to your Sunday, and I think we'll see fewer storms around for Sunday afternoon. So Sunday looks like the drier day out of the two, but keep in mind, no particular days here looking like complete washouts or anything like that. Now, what's going to remain the same over the next couple of days is the heat. We're talking high temperatures in the mid to even upper 90s, especially further inland, and then those heat indices settling into the lower and mid 100s here again, not only for Saturday, but also heading into Sunday, and perhaps even a few degrees higher through Sunday afternoon. So heat precautions remain advised here through the course of the weekend. So if you have any sort of physical activity, make sure to keep that in mind. High pressure continues to dominate the Gulf of Mexico, keeping it nice and quiet. Caribbean Sea, a lot of unfavorable wind shear, so we're not expecting any sort of tropical activity here through the next several days. And we now have two named tropical systems out in the Atlantic. Josephine, we've been talking about the last couple of days here, and a newly formed tropical storm Kyle earlier this afternoon. So we'll start with Josephine here. Winds up just a little bit to around 45 miles per hour, still racing toward the west-northwest at around 16, but the track remains the same, continuing to recurve out to sea and dissipate here in the next couple of days, so not looking to be much of a threat. And pretty much similar story here for Tropical Storm Kyle, just off the eastern seaboard, winds 45 miles per hour, and once again racing toward the east-northeast at 16, eventually continuing out into the open Atlantic. So not going to be much of a threat, and the rest of the tropics remains quiet at this time. So certainly good news there. Let's keep that going for as long as possible. Now out closer to home here, heading into early next week, we'll see a deepening trough off to our east. We're going to be on the back side of that. So drier air and maybe even a weak cool front trying to move through the area for early next week. And temperatures, get ready for this one. Instead of the mid to upper 90s, we'll be in the lower 90s. So no really drastic changes with our temperatures, but it may feel a little bit less oppressive and humid to start the work week before we see a little bit more moisture start to return to the area to round out next week. Low temperatures tonight, very muggy, sitting in the mid to upper 70s under clear skies later on tonight. And then for the day tomorrow, high temperatures, check it out, in the mid to upper 90s, heat indices settling into the lower and mid 100s, with again a few scattered showers and storms developing tomorrow afternoon and early evening. And the next 10 days, rain chances gradually starting to come back down. High temperatures staying on the higher side through the first parts of the upcoming week, and then rain chances slowly start to increase later on next week and into next weekend as high temperatures return to the lower 90s.